it's lit. Like Santa, where's my gift? Stand by the mistletoe, I'm tryna kiss. Really shorty, she move on her hips.
Okay, Wayne Jetski almost viral. I'm here with LiveLikeDavis.
Yes, sir, Ski.
How we doing? Live Like.
Feeling Live Like. What's up? Know the vibes, man. I'm good, Brody.
I'm glad to have you back in the Barstool office.
It's been a while. Damn, I haven't seen. Now it's a movie for real.
It is.
Now we going big. This is the big digital space. I wasn't even here last time. It was the quick.
Yeah, we were in the tight little
The small.
podcast studio, which are still great, but I think the last time you were in here was 2019, pre-pandemic.
Sheesh.
Might have been right before the pandemic.
Yeah, right before the pandemic. I remember.
And I think you had done a couple interviews with that because I was going back to try to just do a little prep work. And I know you did On the Radar recently, but there was one that you did in 2019, I think.
Yeah, I did.
And you were talking about going to a festival in Spain, and I'm guessing that never happened because of COVID.
Yo, you just hurt me all over again.
Really?
Because when I remember how excited I was.
Yeah,
man.
you sounded excited on the interview.
Bro, clip.
What happened with
COVID
that?
ended all of that, bro. Like that was at the beginning of when it was really like a situation where now everybody has to stay inside. So it was early wraps for that, like that whole opportunity. It's crazy because, you know, my team, we still followed up with them and we still in communications, but it wasn't, you know how it was a whole festival, a whole event. So it's like not only just my performance got canceled, the whole event got canceled.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So when was that supposed to be for, like March 2020?
Yeah.
Fuck, and that's when the whole world got
That's when it ended. That's when everybody was on Yui.
Damn, man. What was the call like? Was it as soon as like the pandemic kind of started getting real? Was there a little time period when you're like, maybe it's still gonna happen? Because a lot of shit was going on where, like, I think first thing that really made me realize it was real was the NBA getting canceled. But before that, I think some things were kind of like saying, no, we're gonna stay open. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. It was a lot of shit that was still like people were still breaking rules, parties were still taking place. But I feel like as soon as the lockdown time, because remember they started initiating like you got to be inside by a certain time. Yeah. That's when they sent the email out like, yo, this event, and they had the big cancel sign, you know, the big cancel slap on the event poster. I was like, it's over. Did
they give you like did you get sent like a deposit or some money?
Yeah, I did. I definitely got it. I got to keep. That was the one that I got to keep secure the bag, but it still was like, damn.
Because you would have got the other half probably when you were there.
Got the other half and the experience. You know, we was about to go
overseas.
Overseas, right?
Have you been overseas?
Still, no, I haven't.
Damn, you got to go now.
I got to now. Like the battery has been set now. Now I got to go on my own behalf.
The thing is though, now shit's expensive because during COVID, like when they first opened up the first international travel, shit was cheap because no one wanted to travel. Now this past summer, I think it spiked up. I didn't do much in international travel. I went in summer 2021. I went to London for a month for work for like.
What you was doing out there? That's fine.
I do a soccer podcast here, and I do like all the production camera work for this guy. His name's Troops. He's great. You'd fuck with him. He's like a roadman, ex-roadman from London, and he has a soccer podcast. He's a big Arsenal fan. Arsenal's a team out there in London, and when they had the European tournament, the Euros, so all the European teams do like their own mini World Cup, and it was hosted at London. So they flew us out there, and we stayed out there for a month. Got kicked out of a bunch of stadiums. It was a lot of fun. That's crazy. But London's cool. Food, okay. The Indian food was good, but you know they don't got food like New York. They don't got food like
the pizza's not.
The pizza is not hitting, bro. Pizza is not hitting. Like Domino's
right there. I'm out of here.
Domino's here. Like if you took American Domino's, brought it to London, it'd be like the best pizza in London, I think.
Oh nah, see that's a problem. I haven't had Domino's in years.
What's your go-to pizza spot in New York?
Joe's. Man.
Joe's.
I'm messing with Joe's. Crazy.
Is that in Brooklyn?
Nah, it's on West 4th. You ain't been. It's the Spider-Man movie. They did the Spider-Man movie, and that was one of the locations that I guess he swung into. They got the big banner on there. It's crazy.
I gotta check it out because you're from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
What part of Brooklyn?
Bed-Stuy.
But
I'm LI too. Don't do that. I'm from LI.
I knew you're also LI as well, but I think originally you're from Brooklyn. But I know we know a lot of the same people from LI. You know, shout out Polo.
To LI. 61 heavy on that.
Shout out Polo Hayes. Shout out Drama. Shout out Chaos. All the good people.
The top guys was doing it.
Yeah, I was going through your track list, all your songs today, and I saw the track Polo listened to it. It was fire. And Polo's a legend in his own right. Put a lot of people on the map, and put a lot of people you saying battery in your back. Put a lot of batteries in people's backs on Long Island to get
Polo is definitely the blueprint to a lot of people's situation with music for a fact. That's my brother.
So I know you've had quite an interesting career on different, verticals, different social media platforms. You started really getting notoriety on Vine, so I want to bring it all the way back.
Yes.
To when you had, I don't know, I think I got Vine in 2013, and I just remember before I even knew you, seeing the fucking You Mad or Nah vines, the singing vines, the one with the fucking Captain Crunch berries. You had so many that popped off. What was it like when you first heard of that app, and what made you start fucking posting videos?
Yo, it's crazy because every time I think about it, I know nobody expects this answer, but like I never was the one who discovered Vine. Like I didn't even know about that. My younger brother, which like my brother Greg, shouts to my brother Greg, fucking he was in the house. We lived together, obviously, shared a room. He was like, yo, it's this Vine called app, man. We would be funny in the crib, just us all the time. And he was the one that downloaded and was like, yo, we should do this together. And so like he started it. We was in the house. He made the profile. It was called Live and Greg. We was doing videos every day. And then getting like, I guess like this, one of these influencers named Landon Morse, you know, he was fire. He re-Vine one of my videos and went crazy. And from that point on, I went from like 3,000 to like 12,000 followers on Vine. It was over. I told my brother, I'm like, yo, if you're not about to be passionate about this, I'm about to change it to it was my younger brother. He didn't care. He was like, go crazy. I don't care about this.
Was he the one that there was some kid dancing in the kitchen? Is
that him?
That was something, for the
that
Vine,
was
something
my
like that.
son,
Okay,
right.
I know you're talking
Nah,
about.
you a real one because not a lot of people know.
Trust me, I was tapped in, bro. I tried to make some Vines. I had a couple. Nothing that went crazy. I think I probably had like 1,000 followers on it, but I remember watching it heavy and seeing you come up on it. And you said the Revine, like the Revine back in the day was like what the repost on SoundCloud was in 2016. It could really set you off.
Exactly. It was like somebody repost. That's a cosign in itself.
So when you start making Vines, you start picking up a lot of traction. Did you start seeing like it follow to other apps immediately, or it was just Vine?
Yeah. I'm not gonna. Vine was like how TikTok is. How I say it now for a lot of people. Like it had that trickle effect. Like once you viral on that, like they're going everywhere because it's younger fan base. So like they more, in tune. Whereas older fan base, they can be like, you tough on this app. They might about to go look for you for real.
What was before Vine got shut down? How many followers you have?
I had 1.8 million.
Damn, that's crazy.
Sick though. I was sick because I wasn't one of these kids that's like, yo, go follow my Twitter, go follow my Instagram. I wasn't one of those.
You were just on Vine.
I was on Vine, like, nah, we here. And then it was shutting down. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, because you see like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, they must have gotten some early info that it was like shutting down beforehand because they just transferred all their fan base over to YouTube early, and then that's kind of where they continued to go.
That's where a lot of the ones won at, like that pivoting in your fan bases to the other platforms for a fact.
So when you were in the height of Vine, were you able to monetize on it? Were you able to get little bags and brand deals on Vine?
Like that's where the definition of bag came from for real. Vine was the first time I ever even got like paid 3 bands like for a 6-second video. Like
yeah, that's interesting because it's 6 seconds too.
Yeah,
you remember the first brand deal you got?
Yeah, it was Fruit Ninja. That was
Really?
the first brand that ever cut me. Shout out to Fruit Ninja, man. Y'all need to spin the block.
Is it still around?
Yeah, they're definitely.
It's probably a different game.
Yeah,
probably same developers or something.
Exactly. But
what did you have to do? Did you have to just like slice a bunch of fruit in your backyard?
It was like a campaign. I had like 4 videos. They paid me $3,000 per video, 6-second videos.
Damn.
And it was sick. Like I bought a car off that situation.
Bought a car off Fruit Ninja? That's crazy. You should have wrapped it and got like a Fruit Ninja wrap on it or something.
No cap.
Damn, that's sick.
Infinity.
Do you remember what your biggest bag of Vine was?
My biggest bag of Vine was we did this tour. And I don't know if you remember, it was like when they was doing MadCon.
MadCon, yeah.
MadCon was huge. And they had basically wanted me and this kid named Young Poppy to like perform on one of the Atlanta stops.
Okay, I think I remember him.
And like that's when I knew the kids that were a part of that was getting the bag because just off that one stop I got $15,000.
Fuck.
And it's like we drove to Atlanta, so I ain't even spend no money. I just literally just made $15,000 to perform a song. I ain't even have music like that out.
So it was you performing songs?
Yeah, that's a fact too.
Cool.
At that point, I still was like, don't get me wrong, the content was definitely what was bringing people in, but I also had a single out at the time. So because I seen kids performing and it was like, I always did music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, all right, let me just do it and just go crazy.
And your Vines always had some type of musical element to it. So it obviously made sense that you were making music at the same time. But I saw a lot of those MadCons, like some of those kids would just go on stage and just like do like the fuckboy shit that the TikTok dudes do.
Yeah, they was baiting. I ain't gonna lie. It was
That's not you. I didn't expect you to be doing that.
Yeah,
but so like your whole basically business was just off Vine, brand deal, stuff like that, and that carried you into like when it shut down. So when it shut down, were you freaking out a little bit? Like this is where I was getting my money from?
I was not,
because I'm sure you had some shit saved up for sure.
I definitely had bread saved up one, and at that point that Vine was shutting down, I'm gonna be honest, I already was in a production deal at this point. So now it's like I'm full fledged on making the transformation into music. So it wasn't like, only thing I really regretted was not being more crucial on the promoting, the getting other people to Instagram. Yeah, because that was, I lost a lot of. I got a lot of fans stay with me, but a lot of fans were lost in the abyss. Like, where'd you go?
Yeah, but you still got, how many you got on Instagram? Like 200K? Yeah. Like so you still got a good following. Yeah. And I'm referencing your On the Radar interview from 2019 again. You said you think you lost some engagement when you switched over to music.
100%.
But it's something that you kind of got to do, because if you don't want to be the guy making funny videos and that's your real passion is music, it's something you got to kind of take.
Yeah, you got to bite. Like, it's really taking a chance on what you believe in for real, because it's like, that's what, like, they expecting you to come one way. I wasn't even mad I wasn't getting lesser engagement. It's really like taking a risk on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And it's kind of like a fresh start.
Right.
Like that.
Exactly. It's refresh. I always like a challenge. So once I feel like I conquered a situation, I'm on to the next. And that's how I felt about it. Music was the one thing I wanted to conquer that I didn't conquer yet.
You said you signed a production deal. What was that like, and what did that end up becoming?
Terrible. That was obviously I'm not going to talk specifically, but it was an indie situation. It wasn't like now.
It wasn't like a crazy long contract.
It wasn't no crazy. It was just messed up because it was like I was a young kid. I wanted to record and make music, and I ended up signing, giving people rights of a whole bunch of crazy stuff that.
You didn't read the contract?
Yeah, nah, not at all. I just was like, oh, free studio time? Say that. Like,
tale as old as time, man.
Crazy. And it's like, I got like, thank God to my stepfather, he got me out of that situation. We had to pay lawyers and go crazy, and then that's why I feel like I don't even care to be signed now. Yeah, like I get a lot of situations thrown at me, and people want me to be a part of stuff, but it's just like I'd rather just do the relationship and just be indie.
Did you get to drop a project with the situation with the label?
Yeah, I did. Okay, it was tough. I'm not gonna lie. I dropped like a few singles. It wasn't even a project. A few singles, and it was valid. I ain't gonna lie.
What did they give you? Did you feel like there was anything beneficial? Like obviously you said free studio time. Did they open any doors networking wise?
Networking wise, no, not really. I felt like all my network came from like the Vine and just being outside at events. Like that was crucial to me. Getting to that next level, really just being around.
Were you traveling a lot? Were you doing most of your recording here, LA? Like what?
Yeah, I was doing a lot of recording in LA. I stayed in LA for a year too. Like I'm not gonna lie. Once I signed to the production company, I was like, oh, bet. Like let me take a year to go to LA, because I had a lot of people who was doing videos and music in LA. Because you know how that advantage is crazy. So I went out there, was recording. It was a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. I learned a lot, but my hustle wasn't as sharp in LA, so I came back.
Yeah, LA's a little bit. LA's everyone's fake nice. Everyone puts a smile on. New York, at least, people will be like dicks and like straight up, and I kind of appreciate that more because I feel like LA, everyone puts a smile on. Everyone tells you they're a part-time actor, part-time rapper. They have this connection, that connection. Everyone's kind of just talking out the side of their mouth.
Yeah, it's too Lincoln Bill. For me.
I think the weather's too nice for anybody to really get anything done. You could get a lot done out there.
Yeah, but still, it's too. Yeah, I feel that was really it too.
People go out there and then they get lost in the vortex, and you need the seasons to change, to be a little cold to really start moving.
Right.
So after the production deal, what's the next step for you? What year did you get out of it?
I got out of the production deal. Well, all right, I started Vine 2013. I got into the production deal around like 2014. I was stuck in it for like 2 years to like 2016. So then after that, like, and shout outs to HHM, you know what I'm saying? He helped me get out that situation as well too. Feel me? So after that, it was over. Like I just was running it up ever since then, dropping projects, making all the relationships I had within myself. They were helping me, playlisting, everything you could think of. It just was me having the control now from this point. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking
this New York outside, they don't know how to be quiet. What Ferg say?
Somebody's on the run. We're talking about how this is better than the other room, but the only problem with this room is not soundproofed. So we'll have to do some mixing on the back end of this, but it'll be fine.
Soon pass.
So you get out, you start, dropping shit on your own, and you were kind of in I think like 2018, 2017 time, probably in more of like the melodic pocket. You're doing shit a little differently than now, and those records are still hard. How did you get into that? Obviously singing with the auto-tune. Is that how you always wanted to make music, or that's just something that you kind of were into because that was the sound at the time?
Nah, I feel like genuinely I've always like that's how I started melodies. Like from my first rap, it was always like because my favorite artist is Drake. I'm not gonna lie, like not even to be cliche, like early Drake though, when he was singing and niggas was like, oh, he's singing and rapping. So it's like
people were talking down on it.
They was like, that's kind of weird. I remember, and it was like I always kept that, but like I'm not gonna hold you. Like after my best friend passed away, that's when I really got into the drill. I've always been a melodic artist. And then that situation happened with my friend and was just like I didn't feel like I was in a pocket to really be on those type of vibes.
You got to let some angst out, some anger out, all that shit.
Right.
Before we get into the drill stuff, because I definitely want to touch on that. One song you had that was in the melodic vein was with Lil Blurry.
Ah, wow, that's crazy.
I was listening to it. How did that get set up? Because I know he was like signed to Boozy. How did that happen? It's so interesting. He's like some random like little 15-year-old white at the time.
That is crazy. Nah, I'm not gonna hold you. It's crazy. This house should just be happening. I was on World Star, like same way, because Heavy, like they were posting my video at the time. And I remember the video right before mine was Lil Blurry. And I was like, I seen the whole, it was literally that post. Like Boozy is about to sign this 15-year-old artist. And I had that song, Give Him Hell. And I was like, yo, this kid would sound tough on it. And everybody thought I was crazy. But I hit him. I was just like, yo, I hit him up. I was like, yo, he answered right away, mad chill. He was like, yo, hell yeah. Like at the point he was still coming up. So he was like, yo, he sent the verse back within the 2 hours. Like that kid he was on it. Like,
one of his lines was like, babe on me like I'm a hype beast or some shit like that. He was hard, man.
He was tough.
I haven't touched base with him, but
he's definitely tough. I haven't heard much from him, but like
I feel like you know Mabu. Mabu's like the new, demon version of Lil Blurry.
The new ruthless one.
Yeah, but he's on a whole different type of time, on the drill shit. So that's a good segue into the drill shit. Your drill samples are fucking crazy. I gotta look at which ones you have because I have them written down. There's one where you sampled what Drake song did you sample in 2021? The Udom one.
Yeah, it was Take Care.
Take Care. And then the Heads Will Roll one is Fire 2 Dance Floor. I have a beat that I wanted to get on and I have it in my boy Otto and it's a Heads Will Roll sample. Then I heard yours like yesterday and I was like, fuck, now I can't make that song. It's a different beat, but like I was like, damn, he bodied this. I don't know if I want to fucking even touch it now.
It was drill?
Nah, it's not drill, but it just has that sample in it.
Oh, you might be able to source it then.
That shit was fire. What got you into the drill and what got you into the sample flips and stuff?
Well, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, like even early on, like not even early on, like 2000, I'd say 19, I dropped a remix to Michael Jackson Beat It.
Yeah, I saw the video.
It was like, it was a Michael Jackson Beat It remix, and that's just a sample, like, and I was rapping some drill shit at that time.
Wait, did you have a video of that, or was it just?
It was just like trailer vibes. It wasn't really like an official video. It was like I did like a mini videos.
Yes, got it.
And I posted it, and mad people showed love. Cardi showed love. Chinese Kitty showed love. Mad people were showing love, and then from there, I was like, oh nah, I'm gonna flip the samples and drill them. Like this is before I was getting on drill beats for real. But then, like I told you, like. I got on really like the drill sound for real because my best friend was really him who loved the sound. Like I really didn't like love the shit, and then he passed away, and I just felt like I gotta go crazy for him on as far as like not to be cliche either. Like it was really like that was a storyline. Like he passed, and I was just like I know I gotta fuck it up.
A lot of people have had the sentiment that drill kind of brought rapping back a little bit, and I agree. Because people, everyone kind of had the melodic sound for a little bit, and then it's making people rap. Sometimes it's a lot of similar shit, and it's a lot of like talking about pulling up on people spinning the block. But I think it still lends itself to people getting their bars off, getting their punchlines off. Do you feel that as well?
Yeah, I agree with exactly what you just said. Some people be repetitive, but for the most part, it's pushing people pen to actually rap. Like. I'm not gonna say you still gotta know how to keep a note to be on auto tune, but it's easier to sing a vibe than it is to rap to drill. Like,
cause you gotta get in that pocket too with those high tempos. And
you gotta change your voice. You gotta go down with the tone. You go high the tone.
And you be growling and shit.
Yeah. I be trying to up it now.
And I seen now with the samples and stuff, it's lending itself to you on TikTok promo and heavy. Do you have the same love for TikTok as you did for Vine, or you're looking at it purely as like a music promotion tool? Because I don't see you doing like skits on it really.
I watch. I like to watch it because it reminds me of like that's Baby Vine. I'm like the content.
Like I made all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, nah. I'm silent. I'm like nah, these niggas. But like respectfully, it's tough. The content, I like the content on there, but I'm really on there just to promote more so the sound. I get creative with how I promote it. I might do a little, something catchy, but for the most part, nothing I feel like will hit like Vine. Facts.
It's true. I think the 6-second thing is the biggest thing because it's just so fast.
And it was like you couldn't upload on your camera roll.
You couldn't edit it, really.
You couldn't do none of that. You had to do it right there.
And if you fuck something up, scrap the whole thing, redo.
Fire.
I like what you do on TikTok though with the samples, and I really liked the Ice Spice thing that you dropped recently. You were like, did Ice Spice steal my songs? So give me the
Ice Spice. You gotta hop on that.
Give me the background behind that. Did you have something on a beat like that before?
Yeah, bro.
You did her producer steal your song, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna see this exclusive, almost viral exclusive. Nah, no funny, bro. Shout outs to MP Beats, my envious. He went crazy. I did a SpongeBob sample now, like maybe a year now. It's going on like a year of me dropping this. I was going crazy with this. Like a lot of big influencers on TikTok was pushing it, trying to like, going crazy. And her producer, the guy that I don't know what his name is, he reached out to my boy Envious and he sent it to me like, yo, they trying to snatch the Out the V beat. How funny is this? And I'm like, not even to block him, to be real with you. I was like, you could give it to them. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't shoot a music video for it. It was more so for the vibes. It's a SpongeBob sample. How far? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you really want to do, he's like, nah, bro, I'm not giving him the chop for the sample. Like you already dropped it. Is what it is. I'm all right, cool. Time moves forward. The snippet comes out and it's going everywhere. And my producer is spamming the kid who dropped, the producer who did it, and he's just writing him back laughing emojis. Like, cause you know what I'm saying? Like being funny about it on TikTok, and it's like, damn, bro, like it's not no misconstrued. Like, people be reaching. I'm always even when people do steal my shit, I never even be saying anything. But I felt bad more so for my mans. He don't really got a voice.
He didn't get the credit.
Yeah, it was just like, all right, damn, like bite the bullet. But yeah, they know what they did, bro.
She did her thing.
Yeah, she sourced it. OD. That's why I even said in the specifics, like it's the producer. It's not even really Ice Spice. She did her job.
And especially she's getting like so much, I guess, push right now. She's probably, I don't know, I don't want to speak on her. She got a hard beat. She's probably not looking into it like crazy. It's more on the producer than her.
Right, exactly.
She got something that she thinks will move. She's got to move with it. It's interesting. There's a lot of women out of New York right now. Women get on the drill shit. I think it's good for music. It's interesting though because usually like even female rappers weren't always on like kind of some gangster shit and like talking their shit about how many women always talk about how many shit, but not over like really aggressive beats. I think it's kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, I feel like it's crazy. I be watching, I'm like, damn, but I love to see the ladies wins. I'm just like, I say that, but it's definitely different now. Like it's competitive too. There's a lot of female artists I'm seeing coming out of left and right. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. My favorite is who's London Hill. She go crazy. Abby Jasmine go crazy. Damn. I
like, and she's not drill, but I really liked 07 Shake. I think that was her
name.
Yeah,
she was signed.
Who was she signed to? Yes, Jules. She was signed to.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then some shit happened, and then I think she got with Def Jam or something because that's why she was on the Kanye project.
Damn.
But that was crazy. Could you ever date a female rapper? Have you ever dated a female rapper?
I never dated a female rapper.
Would you want to?
Never.
Why? No, because you're afraid of competition in the booth? Or you think it's just too much ego in this game?
Nah, I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I like to have my own thing going on. I like my female to have her own vibe going. I wouldn't want to be like, because I've been around a lot of power couples and those type of vibes, and what works for people works for people. But I don't see me come home like, babe, you wrote your verse yet? Nah.
Let me hear your shit. You're critiquing each other's bars and stuff.
Let me hear your verse.
You break up over some fucking too harsh criticism. Yeah, you can't be having that.
She dissing you, go viral. You're like, damn.
Fuck that. Nah, fuck that. I really fuck with your On the Radar freestyle that you did recently, and I liked how you did a drill beat, and then you switched and did something that was more like traditional. I don't want to say like boom bap shit, but it was like kind of early 2010s New York stuff. What made you want to do that? Because I haven't seen many people switch it up. Because usually it's a lot of drill artists on there.
Right, and that's because I'm not gonna hold you. When I was about to get on the radar, like shouts to Gabe because like I'm known Gabe for a grip. My manager was like, "Yo, I want you to do something different. Everybody does drill, but I'm like at the same time." I do drill. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to not do what I do, but I also want to be different as well.
Yeah.
Like, I want to come and show like I'm not just drilling shit. Like, I'm coming. I can actually spit something with content. It's like that's really what that was the whole about. Like, now give me 2 beats so they can know I got more than just.
It was fire.
Good looking game.
I fuck with that heavy. There was a kid that I interviewed here. His name's Eli Jugs. He's coming up. He's kind of in like, he's from Queens. He's like, he looks Hispanic. I think he's Puerto Rican and black, but he looks super Hispanic. But he does like, he's on like the kind of Sofago, Rich Amiri, Ken Carson type shit.
Fire.
But then he came and did like a drill freestyle, and I was like, okay, I expected you to have like all.
He was rapping for real?
He was rapping for real, and he really fucking killed it. He's fire. Shout out Eli. But it's good to have, you know, people come on that platform and change it up a little bit, even on the reverse side of someone who's not doing drill shit. Right. What do you got coming right now for the rest of the year? Are you gonna be dropping more singles? Is there a project for the end of the year? What's going on?
Shit, I'm dropping one more single. It's called Paranoia. I got a lot of faith behind that record. It's definitely about to be one of those. I did a visual. Gonna do a crazy rollout within the next 2 weeks. So Paranoia definitely on the way. I'm not gonna hold you. I got a song. I don't even know. I got a song with Cardi, man.
Cardi B?
I'm not gonna hold you. I got a song with Cardi B. It's not my song.
There's the title. Clickbait right now.
Right there. It's Cardi's song, but that was 2 weeks ago. We just did the song. She's definitely dropping it. So
damn, you were with her 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Talk about that. How did your relationship with her I guess develop, and how did you get to the point where you're making music with her?
I've known Cardi now since like I met Cardi on some weird shit. I'm not even gonna hold you. She had a song with Bruno Mars, the finessing song, Dripping and Finesse or whatever. And and at that time, I was still doing skits too.
That's the one with the In Living Color video?
Yeah. I was still doing skits. So I did a video outside. It was a snowstorm. I tagged her in it. It was crazy. Like it was going viral. And I sent it to her in a DM, and I was just like, yeah, I don't care if you repost this. I hope you see it. Cause I really just did it for her. Like I'm not even on funny shit. Like I was jacking the song was tough, but I really did it because I support her. So I posted it, and I was like, yo, I hope you see it. She wrote back like 10 minutes later, like, I'm definitely posting this. Like, that's love. And this is my introduction of me and her. So then after that, she had like a party for culture, invite, boom. I was like, all right, bet. Slid. And then from there, it was just like, she invited me to the stew countless times. Like, I've been in the stew countless times, just fly on the wall type shit. And it's like, she just gave me an opportunity after that. And it's like, it's for free. You know what I'm saying? Not even on no, it's just vibes. Like, I can't even say like, it's a reason why she's not signing me, none of that. She's just looking out, showing love, crazy.
That's sick. And I think the best type of relationships are things like that come organically, because you can always try to network through somebody or pay somebody. And also, though, this is no shade to you. I bet Cardi's feature price is ridiculous. So she's also not, she's kind of like in a Drake position where she doesn't need to, again, we got someone's playing their music hella loud.
Bumping, they trying to promote.
Bumping. Wait, she's in a position kind of like Drake where, if she doesn't need to work with any artist that she doesn't want to, because she like the price is so high. So anyone she works with is off the love.
100%, bro. Like I said, it took me for at least 4 just fly on the wall situations for me to even come up creatively. Like,
yeah.
And it was on her behalf. I never forced the energy. Just that's why I say shout outs to Cardi. That's gonna be one of them, like ridiculous. Like,
I'm excited for that to come out. Is there a name for the track?
Nah, we didn't even name it. That's just crazy. Everybody always asks, like, not everybody, but like my manager was like, what's y'all gonna name? Like, I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll know when it comes out.
It's a drill record.
Drill too? I fuck with Cardi on the drill shit. I could tell she's down to earth. My sister went to Pace College, Pace in Westchester, and Cardi's mom works in the I guess works in the cafeteria or something. Cause she's from the Bronx, probably an easy
that's
ride
crazy.
up. And she was like, every couple weeks, her mom would have a new bag or have like new shoes on, be playing Cardi's music in the cafeteria. So you could tell like her family's very important to her, and her family's all bought in. You could tell she's good people, because like if you're someone who's like a dickhead, no shade to like Aaron Rodgers or something like that,
right.
He doesn't fuck with his family, so you could tell there's probably something going on there. And when they have their family really bought in and are behind them, you could tell they're good people.
Nah, I'm not gonna hold you. The family is the glue, bro.
Facts.
Fact.
So bring it back to family a little bit. Your little brother who you started Vine with, what's he got going on?
Now he's like a whole computer technician. He has nothing to do with the arts, but like he shows up to all my events, like
Fire.
Studio sessions. So it's like, that's really like I owe it to him for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would have never did it on my own.
With you being an independent artist and doing everything yourself, what is the most stressful part of the process? Is it, I wouldn't imagine it's recording, but is it just like planning the rollouts yourself and knowing you have to do everything from like finding the cover art to marketing all on your doing it solo?
Yeah, I feel like you hit on, that is it. Like you could have the art all day. It's nothing to go and record some fire, but then right there it's like, damn, how am I about to paint the picture for everybody else to understand and get it to that next level. Because it's a lot of songs that could have blew up. They just wasn't marketed right.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that's always in my head now when I create. I'm like, damn, this shit fire. But how am I about to get this to that next level? But it's also a fun challenge. This is what I love to do. So I'm always like, every idea I come up with myself. Like, I'm very hands-on with everything I'm doing. Obviously, my team helps me. Shout out to my manager, Rich Flores, and but like everything's creatively is me for real.
So something like the Jacket song, was that all? Were you the mastermind behind that? Because that shit was crazy, and that had a little TikTok moment, and even having the Jacket zip up sound in it was sick.
Yes,
How
bro.
did that all start?
We was in the studio, right? And shout outs to wait, who produced that? Abstract. Shout out to my boy Abstract and Direct for engineering. Not gonna hold you. We was in the studio. They was playing beats, and we were talking about something like they were playing a lot of trap beats and mad randomly. I'm like, I want something that just sound weird.
Yeah.
And he was just going through sounds, literally like everything you can think of, horn, all of the random sounds, and he just had that one.
He had a zipper.
I was like, hold on. I don't know. He knew right. Like he's a very talented producer. Once I was like, that's the sound. He just went crazy after that and just cooked it up on the spot. We recorded it. Like
that marketing plan was great too, because even the cover art, like it's the big ass jacket. It just flowed good. It was this like the dope like cartoon type shit. I really fuck with that, and it shows like the ingenuity behind the scenes can really make things come full circle.
Right. Exactly. The rollout is so crucial.
What is like your go-to now on the rollout? Is it like you got to go hard on TikTok with every song, or is there some songs that you're like, maybe I don't push a pre-save campaign or something like that? Maybe I just see how this goes organically.
Yeah, I do a lot of experiments. Like some shit, like I don't know. I'll hear a song about, oh yeah, this is TikTok all the way. Like I'm about to service this crazy on TikTok, because it's like you really could. Like I'm gonna keep saying that you really could create nothing to a crazy amount of money on TikTok just being consistent with posting.
Yeah.
So some records you have to dedicate yourself to do that, but like not every record is that. Sometimes I'll just post a song just because I know like to fill it out, see what people are, because you never know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna be the one.
So obviously I make music as well. And I know to get music going, you got to put a little bag behind it and stuff. I want to we'll do like a little case study or something right here. So if you're giving advice to an upcoming independent artist and they have, we'll say $1,000, we'll say 1,000 to put behind a song, what do you think is the best way for them to allocate that money? And do you think they need more to honestly make a decent splash?
You got a band?
You got a band.
You got a band, you could go crazy.
What would you do?
Me personally, at this point, I got a band and I'm like, nobody. I'm trying to figure out how to, bro. I'm first to lay it down. What you go pay the studio? What I don't know how long. It depends how long you create in the music.
Let's say 1,000 after the song is done. So it's only marketing.
Marketing, just marketing.
You have the song, no video, no nothing, but just the song, just the MP3.
All right, you gotta get the visual done.
Okay. Run and gun.
Yeah,
so it's
run and gun. You're not gonna. Yeah, this is your starting point. I would get something. Not even run. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's not even the first thing I'm doing is a music video. I got $1,000. My song is done. I'm gonna put it out, and I'm gonna go on TikTok, and I'm gonna promote as much ways as I can. Funny, like I'm gonna promote indirectly, because a lot of people be like, go listen to my song, go listen to my song. People are not gonna listen to your song. You tell them go listen to your song. You gotta find things that everybody love and make it relate to what your art has going on.
Yep.
And it's gonna go crazy because people are like, oh, I want to know what the song is, because you're not even talking about the song. That's how a lot of my stuff even goes viral, indirect promo. And I would take 2 influencers on TikTok. If this song was really, if this is a song, I believe in it, and I feel like this is the one I'm going on there. I'm finding 2 influencers that's making a splash, and I'm giving them 150 each. I've done this with Udom. Two individuals that's making content on there that got a little splash, paid them 150.
How many followers they have? Don't air out their name, but how many followers they have?
They had like 400K.
And they did it for 150.
And they did it for 150. It's a lot of creators on there that got millions of followers that do it for $100, because it's like
TikTok. How many times they could do that? Too. Right. TikTok's easy.
It's so simple. You do TikTok in seconds, and you don't know. They don't think anything of it because it's just a sound to them. But to you, it's your art. You know, that sound is everything. The more people that react to it, dance to it, you're out of here. And that's how I even, like I see even the labels are doing it. A lot of labels are seeding, paying all these influencers, obviously way more than 150 because they want them to keep posting it. But that's the foundation of how a lot of shit is going viral right now.
What do you think about Spotify playlisting? And I think this is a very tricky thing because sometimes you can see a lot of upside and but there's also a lot of opportunity for people to get finessed with this.
Right.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Spotify like trying to find somebody who does Spotify playlisting.
Or there's services, there's like Submit Hub, Playlist Push, all that. What are your thoughts?
I don't believe in Spotify playlisting. If you're not dealing with somebody who is really
in the industry,
goated at doing either like, because there's independent and then there's editorial.
Yeah.
So it's like if you don't have the connections, you're a new artist and you want to get on playlisting, I wouldn't even focus on that. I would be focusing on just pushing the content, because if you're nobody, it's almost impossible to find somebody to put you on editorial.
Yeah.
But like the independent playlisting works too. I've tried the independent. It's just who you're dealing with, because some people will just try to buy you fake numbers and say that they did their job, and it's like,
I'll be super transparent. I had a song in 2021. It was called Karate, and the video was fire. We got a choreographed like fight in a dojo. I had karate instructors like teach me how to do
out right now?
It's out right now. Yeah.
All right, we gonna watch that after that. Fact.
And I had a kid who's a buddy of mine who works here, his brother, who was in film school. So he got a budget from the school and he used the music video as part of his school project. So my budget, it would have been like probably a very expensive video. I gave him $500 because it was a sick ass video, and it probably would have been like $3,000 to be more, be realistic. So we did the video for $500, and I put $1,000 behind the song total, and then I had a kid hit me up, and I've done playlisting before, and it's worked, and it's been organic. And then I had a kid who hit me up, and he said, "Hey man, like I do Spotify playlisting." He's from my hometown, and he was like, "I can get this song to 100K," and I was like, "All right, is it all going to be organic? Is it going to be real? That sounds good to me." And he's like, "Yeah, I got you." So I was like, all right. I had the money, and I've always had like a little money that any money I made from music, I put back into it. So it wasn't like I was going out of my savings or anything. It was money that was going to spend on music anyway. So I gave him this money, gave him $500, and I was like, and that's not 1,000 streams isn't going to give me $500. Maybe we'll give me $500, so I break even on it. But for the promotion and just to get the song moving more, it would be worth it. So I give him this money, and it takes like a couple weeks, and I don't really see a kick. And I hit him up, I'm like, yo, did you get that campaign going? And he's like, oh, let me hit my man. And then out of nowhere, I checked like a week later, and like the song's got like 10,000 more streams in like a week just from one playlist. And I'm like, this is not what I thought. So like when you do Spotify playlisting, what you want is like multiple playlists with you don't want one playlist that has like 20,000 followers because it's probably botted, and you want maybe a bunch with 1,000, like 10 with 1,000 followers, or 5 with 2,000, whatever. So I was on one playlist, and I was like, this is interesting. So I was like, I'm not going to say anything because I haven't had this experience before, and I gave it a week. So streams keep going up, but my monthly listeners aren't going up. And I'm like, this is interesting because like if you're getting more listeners across a wide base, like your monthly listeners should be going up. So I hit him once again, and I was like, I'm not pressing him crazy. And I was like, hey man, my streams are going up, but the monthly listeners aren't correlating in the same, like ratio. Right. And he's like, let me connect you to my business partner. It's probably some other fucking 21-year-old dickhead. So I was like, hey, what's up, man? Like I'm noticing the monthly listeners aren't going up. And he's like, oh, it takes a while for that to kick in. And I'm like, bro, no, it doesn't. I check my monthly listeners every day, and it fluctuates like every day, 2 p.m. Spotify updates. Like you could check. And he's like, oh, all right, I'll let my man know what the playlist that's not working. I'm like, okay. And then I give it one more week. Same thing's happening. And I just get on a call with him. I'm like, yo, I gave you guys money. Yeah, you gave me streams, but you could get my fucking account deleted if you're fucking buying me fake streams. Don't do this. Take me off this shit right now. And he's like, we didn't buy you fake streams. And I was like, what did you do then? And he's like, well, I put you on a playlist that's in 3 Foot Lockers in the mall. And I was like, so you put my song on a fucking looped playlist that's just getting like fake streams? He admitted it. So like, word to him, I guess. But I was ready to like fake call him to the studio, call him the beach house, and be like, hey, I want to talk about another opportunity. And do you know Ty? You know Ty, the big 6'8" guy? I was like, Ty, he's gonna come to the studio, and you're gonna pin him against the wall. We're gonna run his fucking pockets. That didn't end up happening. The kid ended up giving me some of the money back, so I was good. And I don't have any bad blood with him. I think he was just corrupted a little bit by his quote unquote business partner. But that was a long winded story just to say you got to be careful with Spotify.
Bro, it's a lot of them out there doing that.
Yeah. You're better off, I think, just hitting up like if you want to do the research, and I've done this once I learned this, you just gotta do some research, take 2-3 hours and find people who have their own Spotify playlist. And if you just fucking email them or DM them, be like, hey, check out my song, like maybe put it on your playlist. Like I've gotten added and gotten an increase in streams from that.
That's fire. See, I gotta start doing that. That's tough. I ain't never tried that.
Yeah, it's a good way to one, save your fucking money and not get scammed. The music industry's fucked up, man, because it's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, man, it's too many smoke and mirrors, bro.
But I feel like you see through that clearly, and you know it's real. Do you have any aspirations of maybe, you know, when you get older, when you're, you know, in your mid 30s or late 30s, whatever, getting involved in like the executive side or owning a label or managing other artists?
Yeah, definitely. Just to get people, like avoid people from getting the situations I was in. Like definitely dealing with artists, but I'm just gonna give it a little bit more time.
Oh yeah, you got time. Don't worry.
Yeah, before I get crazy. Like
yeah,
that.
I wasn't trying to rush you into retirement.
Yeah, definitely. I want to have my own artist. That's so fire.
Yeah, it'd be sick. Do you have you ever tried to do any acting? Have you ever been cast in anything?
I'm not gonna hold you. A lot of people tell me I should do some acting now. I just started modeling again. You know what I'm saying? I was doing a lot of like looks for Puma, Fashion Nova. I just did the campaign for Subi. I'm about to do Balenciaga breast care awareness. Like I'm on my heavy modeling shit. Next is the acting too. So
yeah,
like definitely trying to get in the little power vibe, gun power real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can see it.
That'd be fire.
People said when I used to have the really high tight skin fade, they said it looked like Tommy.
No, I'm not going to
appreciate that, but I don't have it right now though. So and I'm not as brolic as I used to be. I got to get back in the gym, but I could totally see you doing some form of acting. You got to get your you got to get an agent and just start taking some casting calls.
Yeah, that's what a breach at. I need to get into that.
That's what I'm saying, and it only help everything. Like I think about like DC Young Fly. He was in a bunch of movies, and he was a Vine guy. You ever collab with him?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely was in a few. I've never collabed with him on videos, but I've been on collab events with him. Like how I told you, we did the little stop for MadCon in Atlanta. He was definitely a part of that because he was huge at the time too, even on Vine.
Yeah.
So he was funny as life. Like,
yeah, the one with him when he's like in the car and he like has to fall asleep. He's like,
yeah, that shit was exactly what Joy you talking about.
And he had his other man with the DC in between his head, the fucking tattoo. That shit was funny. Man, dude, I miss Vine, bro. I miss that era.
It was 101. I ain't gonna hold you. That was 101.
But it did build the blueprint for what social media is today. So you gotta appreciate it, but can't always fucking worry about it. Maybe Elon Musk will bring it back because he just brought Twitter.
Sheesh, he was talking about it too. They was talking about Vine 2.0. That'd be tough.
It would be tough, but I feel like they would have to have some distinguishing factor from TikTok that makes it, that sets it apart. Or else TikTok just gonna
be too much competition.
Tough man. All right, so we got a song coming out end of this month, and then what's 2023 looking like? You trying to tour?
2023, I'm definitely touring. 2023 is gonna be the first year that I'm just calling it now because this year that passed, I wasn't like every time that Rolling Loud came around, I wasn't releasing as much as I needed to. I had a lot going on. I might won't hold you. Somebody that's on my management team, shouts to Abby. She performed on Rolling Loud this year. I was definitely supposed to perform too. So 2023, that's definitely one of the things I'm knocking off the bucket list. Rolling Loud, I'm definitely performing.
Did you go this year?
Yeah, I was there.
How was this year? I've been like every year. I haven't gone this year.
It was tough, but
Didn't
it was
rain?
Yeah, I didn't stay for the rain. I ain't gonna hold you. I just missed it. I was hyped. But like they tried to hide the artist area this year. I was in VIP, all of that artist area, VIP, all of that extra, but they tried to hide it this year because of the fights that happened.
Oh yeah,
with Ron and K-Dat.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they try to.
Rolling Loud's cool though, and it's tough sometimes because it's like it's an all ages festival. And I remember one time, I'll just air it out. I was on Mad Ecstasy at fucking
going viral
at Rolling Loud 2019, and I don't do drugs anymore. But I remember there was this like I took it, and then I see this like this. I feel like a fucking chin on my shoulder. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look, and there's like some little kid, and he's like 16. He's like, what does that feel like? And I was like, oh no, not even that. Like I felt bad that I did it in front of him, which I did, but I felt bad that he was then asking me about it. And I feel like I like made him think it was cool. And I was like, yo, this shit's not cool. And I was like, you're not drinking or anything, right? He's like, no, I just like the music. I was like, all right, go listen to the music over there. And I had to leave for a little bit. I was like, this is set a bad example for the youth. So
and that's one-on-one situation.
Yeah, it was interesting because I'm used to like I had a little EDM phase when I was in college, and I thought that I really liked like fucking house music, and I just realized I liked the fucking substances.
Right,
and then I tried to go one sober, and I was like, this shit fucking sucks. What am I doing here? So I had been used to like concerts like that, but it's 21 plus, and Rolling Loud 16 plus. And shout out Tarek and like all the guys who run it. No shade to you. It's a great festival. I've met Tarek before. He's a cool dude. But it's just sometimes it muddies the waters a little bit when there's kids running around.
Right, exactly. They do be out there.
Yeah, and it's you know, there's a lot of damage can be done.
Cases. I'm not trying to.
When you're 16, not like that. Yeah, no cases like that, but also just like I don't know. I don't think it's a good environment. I saw kids like passed out. Like not good. So Rolling Loud is a goal. Yo, I'm trying to speak this into existence, and I wanted to do it last year. I talked to some artists about it. I think I spoke to Drama about it. Maybe I want to do a show on Fire Island. Like a crazy ass show, and have everybody from New York that I know, or Long Island, the Long Island scene come out. I think that would be fire. So if I get that in the works, you got to pull up.
Yeah, 100%.
At Flynn's or something. You been to Fire Island?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I think that'd be a
booming.
cool.
I think I performed at Flynn's before.
Really?
Yes, bro.
Damn, I thought I was gonna be the first one to throw a rap show there, but maybe we'll be second.
Yeah, Fire Island is one of them. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
active.
It's like a little mini Long Island Vegas. There's no rules.
Yeah.
Well, there is rules. I've been arrested there,
crazy.
But it's it is crazy. Listen, man, I'm very excited you came through. I'm glad we got the re-up. I think this was much more of a like conversational than last time.
Clear one. This one
it was clear. We got the whole start to finish, not to finish with the career, but we covered everything. So I'm really excited. Let everybody know again where to follow you.
Y'all already know, man. It's your boy LiveLikeDavis. LiveLike, what's up? Y'all go follow me on all social media at LiveLikeDavis. We going digital nonstop, almost viral. We viral every day.
Viral every day. When Jetski, LiveLikeDavis almost viral. Thank you for coming through, bro. Appreciate you.
Bro.
Fire.